everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today it is an Empties video. If you've never seen an Empties video before, this is where I go through empty makeup products and let you know if I would repurchase them or not. There's a lot of speed reviews in this video. I hope that you enjoy. Let's get right into this. The first thing right on top is this dry shampoo from Vegamour. So Vegamour is the brand that it's kind of popular for having products for people with thinning hair. A lot of their products are supposed to help people grow their hair back, I guess, but you know, this is just dry shampoo and I actually was a little disappointed in this. The good thing about it is I thought the scent was quite nice. Sometimes scents and dry shampoos are way too overpowering. The scent on this was very pleasant. However, I felt like I had to use a lot of it for it to even do anything. So I went through this very quickly, and this is not an inexpensive product, so no, I wouldn't try this again. Something that I have already repurchased, still loving, is this product from Briotech. So this is their pure hypochlorous acid spray, which sounds absolutely terrifying if you've never heard of hypochlorous acid before. It's actually a very, very gentle product, and whether or not you want to use it on your skin, you know, is up to you. But I have noticed a major difference in my acne. I still get breakouts even now. I'm almost 37, but what I noticed this does is the breakouts are less intense, they heal faster, and I noticed that when I put this on, the redness really goes down faster. There's a lot of research on hypochlorous acid. In fact, the popular SOS spray from Tower 28 is based on hypochlorous acid, or is made of hypochlorous acid. I just buy this one from Amazon because it's cheaper than that one. Anyway, it's really been working for me. Here's something from Briogeo. So this is their superfoods avocado and kiwi 3-in-1 leave-in spray. So this is a hair product that I would use when I wasn't going to blow dry my hair, because this is not a heat protectant, it's more like a leave-in conditioner. I thought the scent of this was very pleasant. I generally do tend to like the scent of Briogeo things. And I have pretty fine hair, so I have to be careful a lot of times with leave-in conditioners like this. This one didn't make my hair stringy or thin looking, so I liked it. I'm probably not going to get it again though, because I have found a favorite from Bumble and Bumble, but in the meantime, just finishing this up, this was nice. Here's another hair product. This is from Amika. This is the Intense Moisture Conditioner, the Hydro Rush Conditioner. I actually really liked this. I think this is the second bottle I've used of this. I think it was on sale at Sephora, and I accidentally bought 2 conditioners is what happened. I thought I was buying a set of shampoo and conditioner. No, 2 conditioners. Anyway, it's very thick. It's nice if you need a really hydrating conditioner, and I thought the scent of it was just lovely. So actually, I would use this again. If this went on sale at Ulta during their 21 days of hair, I forget what they call that, where all the hair stuff is on sale, I would get this set again. Here is a makeup product that was very, very exciting to finish. So there I have a pan that I tried to scrape out as much as I could. You can still see there's a tiny bit left in the corners, but I could not get that out. This is the empty of the Sneaky Balm from Salt, New York. And I already have another one, so that tells you that I do enjoy this. I use the shade N12. If you like skin tints, you really, really should try the Sneaky Balm. It's sneaky because you apply it and you think there's not much happening until all of a sudden your skin just looks perfected. It is a beautiful product. I absolutely love it in the winter because it's so hydrating. And well, a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your view, these don't take too long to finish, especially if you're using it every day. So that's a good thing because it means that it won't go bad in your collection, but it could be a bad thing, you know, if you think if this is like the only complexion product you use. But at the same time, it's not that expensive. One of their goals is to really cut down on waste, so they don't have a lot of packaging, so they're not expensive. Anyway, really, really beautiful product. Here is a cleanser from OC. This is the Ocean Cleanser. So previously, I had a sample of this. I really enjoyed it. So when I got a chance to get a full size of it, I grabbed my opportunity. But now I kind of feel meh about it. The scent of it is very nice. It's very fresh, which is probably my favorite thing about it. But this bottle is irritating. I could not get it all out without actually putting some water in there and swishing it around. It's very thick. So I felt like when I got to the bottom, it was difficult to get out the rest of it. So I probably won't use this again. If it like somehow came in my life, yeah, I would use it, but I'm not gonna seek it out again. So I have to really briefly talk about this little sample from Chanel. So there isn't a Chanel counter near me. I had to go very far away to purchase something from Chanel at an actual counter. But while I was there, they gave me some samples. So this is the Sublimage face serum. So I started using this without realizing how expensive it was, and I was using it and going, oh my gosh, this is absolutely lovely. So it smells like vanilla. It's kind of tinted yellow, but it didn't stain my skin yellow, but it felt super, super hydrating. It smelled like vanilla. It was very, very luxurious. However, I looked up the price tag of this and it's not something I will ever be purchasing. I do have another one of these little samples that I'm finishing up and I'm enjoying it immensely. Just letting you know, if you get a chance to try a sample of this, I highly recommend it, but the price is obscene. Okay, one more skincare thing and then I have a ton of mascaras to talk about. So this is from Banish. They actually sent this to me. They were very, very kind and sent me a whole set of things to try. This is their vitamin C cream. It's their brightening daily moisturizer. It has vitamin C, licorice, and alpha-arbutin in it. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. That's how I said it. But anyway, it comes in a very nice glass jar, and sometimes vitamin C products are too intense for me and I can't use them. This, I was able to use the whole jar, no problem. It was a very nice, thick, hydrating cream, and it didn't smell weird. It didn't have any sort of a weird yellow tint that would stain my face. So as far as vitamin C creams go, I actually thought this was very nice. Thank you so much to the brand for sending this to me to try. Okay, now let's talk about mascaras. So I have finished one of the Caliray mascaras. So this is the Come Hell or High Water tubing mascara. It's one of my favorite mascaras of all time. So I know I talked about this mascara quite a bit, but real briefly, I will show this to you again. So this creates very fluffy lashes, which is really hard to find in a tubing mascara. A lot of tubing mascaras are very natural looking or very heavy looking. And for this to create fluffy lashes, it's just one of my favorite finds. When you first open it, it is pretty wet. It's not my favorite. It's not my very favorite for like the first month that it's open, and then when it starts to dry out a little bit, thicken up, it becomes just perfect. It comes off in nice little tubes when you just use warm water, and it still has remained at the top for me. I really, really love this mascara. Another one of my very favorite mascaras, I finished off a mini of the Tower 28. So at first when I got the mini, I really thought I was getting a deal because this mascara tends to dry out a little bit faster than other mascaras. So I thought a mini is the perfect way to go. However, I've changed my mind. I think it's worth it just to get the full size. This actually dries out a little too fast. This is how the wand looks. It creates very separated, dramatic, lengthened mascara or lengthened lashes. It wears very well for me despite not being a tubing mascara, and still one of my favorites. I have a few more drugstore. So this one from Maybelline, this is the Lash Sensational, the original. So there's a lot of people who rave about this, including some of the creators that I like to watch. So this is what it looks like. It does create really pretty lengthened fluffy lashes. Like the lashes it creates are very, very pretty. However, this one did not wear well for me, so this isn't one I'm going to be repurchasing again. Such a bummer. Here's one from CoverGirl. This is the Clump Crusher. So generally, I prefer lashes that are more dramatic, and this one creates more of a gentle mascara look. However, Clump Crusher really is a good name for this. This was a completely clump-free mascara. So on days where I wanted really natural eye makeup, but I still wanted a little mascara on, this was actually a really nice choice. My daughter really prefers natural looking mascaras and she really likes this one. So even though it's not my ultimate favorite, it is one that I would recommend. And lastly, I have this one from Maybelline. So this is the Firework mascara. This is how the wand looks. It's a pretty wet mascara. You have to be a little bit more careful not to get this all over your eyelid. I thought it created beautiful, very dramatic lashes. If this came my direction again, I would use it, but I'm not going to be purchasing another one. I have a lot of others that are more of a favorite for me. This was just so wet. So yes, nice mascara. Not my ultimate favorite. All right, those were all of the products I had to review for you today. I hope that they were helpful. And if you've tried any of these products, also please let us know your review down in the comment section, because makeup and makeup reviews, everything's very subjective. So any review you leave down in the comments is helpful to others. Thank you so much for joining in on the conversation, and also for watching all the way to the end of this video. This is always where I share my tea of the day. Today I am drinking Jasmine Dragon Pearls. So light and fresh. It's actually a great spring tea. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.